Pacific Avenue, about 8:30 in the morning. Let's just stay on Pacific for a while, actually. Beautiful morning drive. Another beautiful morning here. The sunset, or I should say sunrise, was obscured by clouds, but the clouds quickly disappeared and the sun came out. And I love some of these, well, I don't know if they're Victorian era houses, but it's just so beautiful to drive. And just look at the architecture, not even just of the hotels, but of the houses as well. It's really beautiful. And I've said beautiful so many times, but it's the word that comes to my mind. I'll show you various roads here in Wildwood. Sticking on Pacific for a while. Now, if you had come here in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even into the 90s, Pacific Avenue was a very big entertainment avenue. There was a lot of nightclubs, music, comedy shows. We're in a bit of a different era now. I would personally love to see a music renaissance, but we'll see what direction it goes in. Marvis Diner, a really good diner, right on the corner of Pacific and Rio Grande. All right, I'm going to stop it right here, and I'll see you. Well, actually, no, not yet. We have Uncle Bill's Pancakes right here, another famous, particularly breakfast spot here. With some really good pancakes, as the name implies. That blue house right there. All right. Let's check in a little bit and see where we end up next. Okay, we're now here at Atlantic Avenue. Let's check with the other side of Pacific Avenue. So we get a nice view of, not the entirety of Pacific Avenue obviously, but a large portion of it. I've had some viewers and subscribers thank me for me showing the various roads of Wildwood. Makes them feel like they're there, and that's the goal. So this is Pacific Avenue again, early in the morning, so nothing's really open. There's Randyland to the right, which is not open, although it would be pretty cool to have that great arcade open. There's the new plaza that opened up a couple years ago. Very nice. They have farmers markets on that plaza. Stop sign. And some of the clubs that are no longer here. The Shamrock Bar is no longer there. They're keeping that Victorian house, but the bar itself has been gutted, and they're moving the house. I'm going to put a parking lot there, which, you know what? I'll take that over a condo, but that's just my personal opinion. The Wildwood Historical Society Museum, highly recommended. Excellent place to go for documents and pictures, props from old boardwalk, games, and it's just a fun place. And the Sea Theater over on our left is closed. It is a Nickelodeon theater. Well, I understand, one of the last in all of America. Alright, let's see where we're going to end up next. And here we have Central Avenue, now in North Wildwood. I just think this is always a pleasant block to drive, or avenue to drive. That nice little island in the middle with the trees and flowers. It's just nice and calm. Wildwood Community Center. For those wondering, the beach is just about 2 blocks down, so this is not far from the beach. I've had some viewers ask me if some of the sites that I show are really far away. No, everything in Wildwood, North Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, it's not too far from the beach or boardwalk. So it's another great thing about this area. You can have your peace and relaxation, or you can have your fun and entertainment, or just hanging out on the beach, all in the span of a few blocks, really. Right. Some beautiful houses. This one. Let's see where our journey brings us next. Stay tuned. New Jersey Avenue. Another just fun avenue to drive. You see there the Wildwood Water Tower, which in recent years they painted that beach ball. But as long as I've been coming here since the early 90s, it's always had that blue color. And you'll see another water tower just as we come around this corner. There, which has been painted in recent years as well, again like a beach ball theme. You have your Wawa right here. And it's early in the morning, so it's not open yet, but you have your bowling alley over here. It's a fun time, especially if you're on vacation and it's raining, something to do. There's some arcade games in there as well. Pool tables. Pretty fun. So let's just drive on New Jersey Avenue for a little bit. You can already see the island starting to come to life. It's about 10 minutes to 9 right now. So if anyone's coming down here and curious about when is the quiet time to drive, so to speak, when you can kind of feel like you have the whole road to yourself, anytime 8:30 and before 8:30, that's what I would recommend. because breakfast is big down here. There's a lot of places to eat breakfast, and people like to wake up and go with their families and eat breakfast. Municipal building, really cool colors, I always felt. Got some mini golf over here. Dogtooth Bar and Grill on our left-hand side on this corner. That's open year-round. So, as I said in my previous video when I came in the off-season, a lot of places close after summer. So very few are here. So open in the winter and fall. So if you do happen to come and want to check out the island in the off-season, which I also recommend, definitely go to the Dogtooth because you know you're going to have service there. Infamous Ravioli House. Been there for decades. Sometimes the lights are a little out of sync, but so it goes. Typically that would frustrate me, but not when I'm on vacations. Just a little more peaceful. Gives you another moment to sit back and relax, which is not a bad thing, I feel. In fact, the world needs more of it. But let's see, we'll go a little bit further and then go back to the hotel and get ready for the day. One thing I like about New Jersey Avenue is just how wide it feels. It's a lot of open space. I'm from up north more in the state, and things are a lot more narrow and tight. So roads like this are a warm welcome. Where all the sheets come from in hotels, I believe. The Doo-Wop Diner, Doo-Wop Drive-In is a new restaurant. They were located in a hotel, and it was just so popular that they ended up opening their own store or own restaurant. There is the Wildwood Crest water tower, so you've seen all three water towers here driving Jersey Avenue. And this will lead us right into Sunset Lake, which I recorded the other night. So let me just head back and get ready for the events of today. Let's just take a quick look at Sunset Lake during the daytime. It's almost like a different experience. It's still absolutely beautiful. Alright, see you guys later.